Hi guys, today we're going to be doing a review of the BH Cosmetics Sculpt and Blend 10-piece brush set. You can get this on Amazon for about $16. I'm looking for some new brushes to augment my set, so I figured I would give this one a try. You get 5 larger powder face brushes, and you get 5 smaller brushes, which I'm going to use for eyeshadow, but it also does call them face brushes, so I suppose you could use them for that as well. Anyway, if you want to see how I got this look and how the brush is performed, you're in the right place. Keep watching. I've already washed and moisturized my face, so I'm going to start by priming my face with the Too Faced Hangover Prescription Replenishing Face Primer. This stuff has a weird smell to it. It smells kind of yogurty almost, but it does give you a good moisture and a good glow. My dark circles don't look too bad today, and I'm actually going to be doing a warmer look, so I'm not going to color correct. I'm just going to go in with the Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation, normal to dry skin, in color 120 Classic Ivory. This one's a little bit dark for me, so I'm going to be doing my neck as well, because I find that my neck is way brighter than the rest of me. So this would probably be a little bit better summer color, but it's not bad, so I'm going to be using it anyway. I really love the finish of this foundation. The purpose of today's video is going to be to test out the Sculpt and Blend 10-piece brush set by BH Cosmetics. I got this one on Amazon for, I think it was $16. I am looking for some new brushes overall, so these were a pretty good deal, and I want to give these a try. I've not used these yet. So it comes with 10 brushes. We've got 5 large face brushes, powder brushes, and it says that these are all meant to be just for face, but it's got these 5 smaller brushes as well, so I'm probably going to do my eyeshadow with those as well. I'm going to start with the number 116 Flat Blending Face Brush, and I'm going to use that and see how that does to apply my foundation. And I'm going to put just a little bit on the back of my hand to dab this out on the brush. I do usually like to do my foundation with a sponge, but I am looking for a good foundation brush, so I'm hoping that this is going to be it, but we'll see. Well, it's giving a very good finish to the back of my hand, so let's put some more of this on the brush. That will cover. All right, here we go. It does seem like I'm actually able to use less of the product this way. And as you can tell, obviously this is darker than my neck, so I'm going to be doing my neck as well. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but with this one, and this day, and this amount of pale, definitely we're going to be doing some neck too. I think you can definitely see what I'm talking about though, in that it is not too dark, it's just my neck is too light. So it actually blends down into my collarbone and the rest of my skin very well. My neck just happens to be very, very pale. So if I match my foundation to my neck, I kind of glow. And I don't feel like glowing today. I want to look a little warmer today. So we're doing it a little bit different. And I'm going to need a little bit of concealer here as well. I've got a little bit of a breakout on my chin. I think that looks pretty well covered. I actually really do like the finish that that gave. It's a little bit softer than I normally would like for a foundation brush, but it seems to be doing the job. I'm going to be going in for my concealer. So for my concealer, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer HD High Definition Concealer in color GC969 Porcelain. And this one has a really weird applicator on it. I'm not a big fan of this. I like the product itself. It gives very good coverage, but this applicator, I don't know how much you can see this, but you have to really like squeeze on it to get any product to come out. And then when it does, you kind of have to dab it around and then blend it out with something else, which I'm going to try to use that same concealer brush, or sorry, the same foundation brush that I used a moment ago, and see how that does. May need something different. Yeah, you can tell you can get decent coverage with it, but it's you're not going to blend anything out with that. So I'm not really sure what the purpose of that is, but the product's good. Taking off a bit of my coverage to do that. Not entirely sold on that. Probably wouldn't do my under eyes with that again, but totally okay. Let's see, this is the Round Blending Face Brush, and I'm going to use this for powder. This is the 113. I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in Lace. I'm a huge fan of this one. Been using this a lot here lately. And I did finally upgrade to a nice little like kitchen sauce bowl for my powder. It's a big old brush. Oh, that's just getting that powder everywhere. You should see my desk. It's just like coated in like, it looks like it snowed powder. This is not preferable. Glad I wore a white shirt, not a dark shirt. I mean, I overall feel like that did a good job. It's just, it kind of got everywhere. So for contour, I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Brown Matte Bronzer. I've been using this and loving this. Figure when you're starting out testing brushes, you should use products that you already know are good and test them with brushes that you don't know anything about. So I'm going to pinch this to get a sharper line and use this 114 angled blending face brush for my contour. See how this works. It's a really, I mean, there's not really a good in-between in here for contour. There's some really good blush and face brushes, but like, this is a really like fat brush. So I'm going to just pinch this a little bit while I do this. That's not too bad. I do like when you let go of it, it kind of spreads the product out and it does blend nicely. I'm going to use the same product on the 119, which is the small angled blending face brush. And I'm going to use that to do the sides of my nose. That'll give you a line. Same brush I just used, and swipe a little bit of that. That's better. Soften that line. That looks better in person. It's showing up still really sharp on the camera. I would probably use this for eyeshadow. I don't know if I would use it for the contouring again. I'm going to add a little bit of bronzer to these cheeks. I'm going to use one of my silly favorites. This is the Okalan Glowing Palette. And these are the colors in this palette. And they all turn out a little lighter than you think they are. But this is a find from Hush.com. I think I paid either $10 or $12 for this. And I use this quite a bit. I really like this palette. I'm going to go in with the color Jilt down here in the corner on the 117 angled contouring face brush. And I'm going to use that for my bronzer. Oh, that is a color. We'll put that right on there. That is a little more of that than I had expected. We're going to blend that out a minute. I did say I was going for a warm look today, and by golly, that is warm. That is warm. I can tell you, I have never had that much color from this before, so this must be a good brush. So I'm going to take my powder brush, and I'm going to use a little bit more of the powder and just smooth that out and just kind of blend that out a little bit because it needs it. Because it needs it. That is much better. That helped. It is glowy and warm, but I do like it. And because we don't know how to quit while we're ahead, I'm going to use Beam on the end of my nose and on the tops of my cheekbones using the 115 tapered contouring face brush. Will at least do well for the end of my nose. use that powder brush and blend that out a little bit. All right. Now we got some glow. All right. Last part here. We're going to do the Makeup Revolution Ultra Blush Palette. I'm in love with this thing. I want a warm shade, so I'm going to go in with this. I've got enough shimmer, so I'm going to go in with this matte shade here. Just blend that in. This is, again, the 116 Flat Blending Face Brush. This is what I did my bronzer with. So it's already got some shimmer in it, so I don't want too much. And these are very pigmented. You can see I just barely tapped that and how much it's already coming off. So this could get interesting. I like that. Not bad at all. Nice one. And I'm going to do my eyebrows and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back. Got some eyebrows on. I did these with my normal brushes. The NYX Tame & Frame Tinted Brow Pomade in Espresso. And the lighter color in the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit. So now we're ready for eyeshadow. So today I'm going to be using one of my favorites of all time, a very highly blendable palette, the Naked Heat by Urban Decay. And again, I said I was going to be doing a nice warm look. I really like these colors. These are one of my favorite palettes because pretty much anything that you do, the more you put on, the better it looks. And I figure that's a good starting point when I'm starting with brushes that I'm not terribly familiar with. I'm going to start with my normal primer that I use almost every day, the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Sin. I am just about to bottom out on this one, but I've had it forever, so I can't really say too much. Smooth that out just a little bit. So I'm going to start with the BH Cosmetics 122. This is the small round blending face brush. And I'm going to be using this in my crease. I'm going to use this with the color Sauced. I love this color. Just a nice warm transition shade. Seems to be doing a pretty good job blending it out. I'm going to use this flat brush. This is the 120 small flat blending face brush. And I'm going to use that for the lightest color in the palette, Ounce. And I'm going to put that just under my eyebrow. And this is one color in this palette that I do have some trouble getting a good enough, like a stiff enough brush to get good pigment out of. So and that one seems to actually be doing pretty well. I'm going to use this same brush that I did the contour on the side of my nose, the 119 small angled blending face brush. And I'm going to use that for the color Cayenne. And I'm going to put that in my outer corner. It's a very strong shade, so I'm going to tap that off a bit. And I'm just going to tap in that outer corner. And pull that upwards with the fat part down. Just follow that contour. All right, I do like that. So I'm going to use the same brush that I used in my crease to blend that in and blend that out a little bit. These do blend very well, and part of it is the eyeshadow, but these brushes are doing pretty well. Really do like these, actually. I'm going to go in now with the color Ashes, which is the darkest matte shade in the palette. And I'm going to darken up that crease just a little bit on the outer corner. And I'm going to use just a little bit on the 118 small tapered contouring face brush. And I'm going to put that just right in that crease. That is a properly stiff brush. I like this. you can get right in that corner, but it doesn't blend away and it doesn't make it muddy looking. So I'm going to go in with the same blending brush, the 122, and just tap that and blend that just a little. Just a little, because I don't want to lose that line, but I like it. Just a little blendier. I'm going to try the same brush to go in for my under eyes. And I'm going to do that in the color He Devil, which is a little bit lighter. Going with the color He Devil. Get that just right there under that. Lash line. And I'm going to go in with, just basically because I haven't used the brush yet, 121 small angled contouring face brush. I'm going to use this one with the color Low Blow over my lid. And then I'm going to top that with the color next to it, Lumber, which is a lovely shimmer shade. It has a bit of a color shift from red to gold. So this is the Low Blow. It actually works very well as a lid brush. Grab just a little bit of that Lumber. You can see it's a nice pinky gold, shimmery, just a really cool shade. And I'm going to put that little right here. I want to keep the top kind of light. And I'm going to grab just a little bit of that same Beam color that I put on my cheeks, and I'm going to do that in my inner corners and a little bit here. And I'm going to hope that that's not too dark and muddy. Yeah, it's not too bad. Don't fail me now. Just a little bit of that arch. That's brushes. So I'm going to cut the film now, and I'm going to go do my eyeliner, my mascara, and my lips, and I'll be right back. I finished my eyeliner, did my mascara, put on my falsies, did my lipstick. My lipstick is the NYX Liquid Suede in Soft Spoken. I used the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum in Ultra Black for my eyeliner, and I'm using the Ardell Wispies for my eyelashes today, and I used the Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof Mascara, primarily because it is the waterproof mascara that I have open at the moment, and I do not like to do falsies with non-waterproof mascara because the glue always makes my eyes water, so I always like to use waterproof mascara with that. But so this is the finished look. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a like. Finished thoughts. As far as the brushes go, I really liked the angled powder brush, the 114. It seemed to do a very good job with my contour. I really liked the way it blended out. I also liked the 116. Even though I used a bit darker color, it had a lot of color deposition, so it's a very good brush for that. I also really liked the 122 that I kept using for my blending brush, and I really liked the 118, which I was using as a crease brush. All of these are really great, and again, this whole set was $16, so even if I only had those half of them that I liked, I'm happy to pay $16 for those personally. But overall, I'm really pleased with the quality of them for the price. I think they're an excellent product, and I can't wait to try some more BH Cosmetics products. Overall, I've been really impressed. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Helps me out. I'm brand new at this. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.